Join Kids Hat family.
Tofu, what in the world are you trying to do?
I am trying to pluck those juicy fruits from this tree.
But do you think you will be able to pluck them? They are so high.
Oh, I wish I could fly and pluck those fruits. I so wish I had wings.
To wish is not bad, but one should be conscious about the consequences. Come, I'll tell you a story. The Tortoise and the Eagle. A young tortoise was lazing around the riverbank, looking at the birds flying in the sky. He stared at them and started thinking out aloud.
I wish I could fly like those birds, up high in the sky and watch the beautiful sceneries and beauty of the world from top of the world. Oh, I so wish that.
Nearby, an eagle was sitting on a stone, listening to what the tortoise was thinking out loud, and couldn't resist but ask,
Why do you want to fly? You should be happy with what you are gifted with.
I wish I could fly with no trouble of crawling on the ground.
So say that you want to fly because you don't want to crawl, not because you wish to see the world from the sky. Anyway, what will I get in return for making you fly in the sky?
I'll give you the riches of gold from the Red Sea.
So the eagle grabbed the tortoise in its claws and soared up high in the sky, making him see all the beautiful sceneries of the world. Flying higher in the clouds and closer to the stars. It was indeed a mesmerizing moment for the tortoise. While the eagle was flying over the riverbank, the rest of the tortoise were basking in the sun. Suddenly, the tortoise flying high up in the sky said,
I wish my friends could watch me flying so high in the sky. I am sure they would get jealous watching me.
What? Why would you want your friends to get jealous of you?
I want them to see that I can fly and they cannot. It's such a nice feeling.
What an evil friend this tortoise is, thought the eagle. With this, the eagle dropped him on the ground and asked for his treasure.
Now give me my reward.
There is no reward. I was just kidding about the gold so that you could take me for a ride.
And with this, the tortoise left. The eagle couldn't tolerate his insult and decided to teach him a lesson. So the next day, the eagle went to the tortoise and said,
Hey, would you like to go for a sky ride again?
Yes, sure. I would love to.
The eagle once again picked him up and clenched him in his claws. The tortoise, while enjoying the ride, said to the eagle,
Why did you bring me again for the ride, even though I dishonored my promise of rewarding you?
That's because, tortoise, you wish to make your friends jealous, but at my cost. And now I'll let you enjoy the free fall.
The eagle let his claws loose, and the tortoise went falling down. Screaming for help and flying no longer, he crashed on the ground with a thud. Thanks to his shell, he didn't get injured. Soon, his old friends surrounded him and said,
Hey, young friend, you wanted to see the world from high up in the sky. To dream big is not a sin, but to dream it at the cost of others is just not justifiable.
I have learnt my lesson now. I should be thankful to God for what I am blessed with. It was my shell only that saved my life. I should be happy with what I have, and also should not use others for my selfish reasons. I surely have learnt my lesson. Tia, now I know what you were trying to say. I learnt a lesson too. One should think about the consequences before one wishes for something. I should be happy with what I am blessed with. I should rather look for an alternative to pluck those fruits. Wait, I'll get a ladder.
Tofu, you learn things quite fast.
Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race.
What happened, Tofu? What is it that you're thinking?
Yes, Tia. I am not able to understand how can a person win the race if he's slow and yet steady?
There is a very famous story behind this. Should I tell you that first?
Sure.
The Hare and the Tortoise. Long ago, in a forest, a small get-together of animals was taking place.
You know what? I can beat anyone in this forest. Nobody can beat me in a race.
Yes, I have seen him running. I bet he can beat anyone in this forest.
Suddenly, from the crowd, they hear somebody laughing.
Why are you laughing? You think you can beat me in a race?
I may not disagree with you, oh Mr. Hare. But I might not deny that I have no fear of competing with you.
Oh really? So let's have a race and let's see who wins.
So one fine sunny day, all the animals gathered for the race. everybody was sure that the hare is gonna be a clear-cut winner.
May the best man win.
And that is me.
Said the hare proudly.
Now let's go, old man. I'll beat you in a second.
The hare runs so fast that all the things on the path go for a spin. On the other hand, the tortoise is running too, but at such a pace that even snails could pass by him easily. Suddenly, the hare stops and looks behind. Oh my lord! That tortoise is gonna take ages to reach this point. So let's just stop here and take some rest. By the time he reaches here, I would get good rest and then cover him up in a blink of a second. In the meanwhile, the tortoise slowly and steadily reaches the point where the hare is fast asleep. He very quietly tiptoes past the hare, and the hare is all ignorant of this fact. Suddenly, the hare gets up by the roars of the crowd, cheering up the tortoise. Go, tortoise, go! Go, tortoise! Oh my lord! How is that possible? I kept on sleeping for so long that the tortoise is about to finish the race. He runs and runs and runs. But to his disappointment, the tortoise just manages to finish the race before he could. In the story, the hare was so full of himself. He was overconfident that he would surely beat the tortoise in the race, because he is faster than that poor being in every other way. But the hare underestimated the tortoise and succumbed in his own fake overconfidence. Yes, and that's why only a person who thinks calmly and is not overconfident of himself wins the race in every sphere of life. Proud people can't survive for long.
Congratulations, Tia.
I heard our librarian Miss Peters has asked you to help her in the library after school every day, instead of just the weekend. And I hear you will get paid for it also. Thanks, Tofu, but I have politely declined her generous offer.
Why, Tia? Think of all the money you will get. You won't have to rely upon the pocket money that Mom and Dad give you. You can buy so many things with so much money, Tia.
Yes, that's true, Tofu. But if I spend so much time at the library daily, I won't have time to study or spend with you.
Nobody makes a decision like that, Tia.
Well, maybe I am like the country mouse.
What did the country mouse do?
Let me tell you. Once, a town mouse visited his cousin, a country mouse, for lunch.
Welcome, cousin. It is so good to see you.
They enjoyed a simple meal of fresh acorn, wheat stock, and refreshing cold water. After that, the mice sat for hours and told each other stories from their lives. When it was night time, they slept under the starry sky and were awakened by the gentle warmth of the morning sun. They continued talking over breakfast till it was time for the town mouse to leave.
Cousin, thank you for the lovely time. Why don't you come with me and spend time in the town with me?
The country mouse was so impressed with the stories she had heard of the life in the town that she readily agreed and left with her cousin. By the time they reached the town mouse's house in the town, it was afternoon, and they were both very hungry. The country mouse smelled lovely aroma of the food left over in the dining room where humans had just finished their lunch. The hungry country mouse dashed towards it immediately when the town mouse called out,
Cousin, watch out for the cat.
Meow!
The country mouse scurried back to the hole in the wall where the town mouse's house was. Once the cat was gone, the country mouse tried to make its way to the food again.
No, no! Wait for the servants and the house dog.
The country mouse once again rushed back into the hole in the wall as it saw a parade of servants followed by the house dog come in and clear the table. The country mouse picked up his hat and bag.
Cousin, I am very happy for your cozy, luxurious town life. But I am happy in my humble country life where there may be simple food, but at least I can enjoy it at my will and with security.
And so the country mouse returned to her home, no longer feeling envious of her cousin. So you see, Tofu,
Miss Peters might be offering me money, but I am happy with my life the way it is.
Oh, Tia, you are the best. You always know the right thing to do. For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hat family. Subscribe here.